Good morning, children. Welcome to the online class. How are you, children? So, children, in our previous class, we have discussed distance and displacement. What is distance and what is displacement? So, distance is nothing but the actual path which was covered by you. Then, what is displacement? The shortest possible distance covered by you. Okay, here is your home and here is school, and you want to come along this path. This was the actual path you are going to cover every day while you are going to school and while you are going to home. But what is the shortest distance? This is the shortest distance. The actual path is called as distance, and the shortest possible distance is called displacement. Both distance and displacement are measured in the same unit, that is meters, children. Understand? Then, children, you should know there are four physical measurement systems, children. Four physical measurement systems, that is MKS, FPS, CGS and SI systems. These are the four physical measurement systems used by the everyone, children. Okay, coming to the first one, MKS stands for meter, kilogram, seconds. So meter, the unit meters, where we use this, children? Meters. We use meters to measure the lengths, that may be road length or shirt or pant length, that like. And what is K? K stands for kilograms. If you want to bring any something like grocery items from the shop, you have to get by the unit of kilograms. Then what is S stands for? Seconds. Time is always measured in seconds. Next, F means foot. Again, foot. You know that 1 foot, 2 foot. They call as, to measure the lengths we use foot, and to measure again the weights we use pounds. And yes, seconds. Time is always measured in seconds. Next, C stands for centimeters. Length is always measured in centimeters. If you want to draw a diagram, okay, children, in mathematics, you will take the scale and you will represent the length 4 centimeters, 3 centimeters, like that. Okay, children, next G, grams, 50 grams of sugar, 100 grams of tea powder, like that. And S stands for again seconds. Time is always measured in seconds. And SI means international system. You have to say international system. This is worldwide accepted system, children. Understand? So these are the four physical measurement systems. And we discussed there are two physical quantities, those are scalars and vectors. Scalar is a one dimension magnitude and vector is a 2-dimension magnitude. Scalar means having only magnitude. But coming to the vector, it has both magnitude as well as direction. In today's class, we are going to look two physical terms again. They are speed and velocity. Speed and velocity. So, children, you have started your journey from Hyderabad today at 5 a.m. in the morning, and you want to reach to Vizag, that is Visakhapatnam, next at 5 p.m. today. The evening 5 p.m. today, you have to reach there. So what is the entire time journey from Hyderabad to Visakhapatnam? That is 12 hours. 12 hours is the entire journey trip, children. Okay, next coming to distance. The distance from Hyderabad to Vishakhapatnam is 720 kilometers. 720 kilometers, children. Okay. So right now, children, 12 hours are there. The train driver has want to reach the required passengers to Vizag or Vishakhapatnam in time. Yes or no? Actually, we should go in time. Then the train driver, will he make the train to move in a constant speed? Means, for suppose we'll do a little operation here, that is speed. Speed equal to total distance by time taken. Total distance by time taken. Total distance 720 by time taken 12 hours. Can we say, children? 12 ones are 12, 12 6 are 72 and 0. Nothing but 60 kilometers per hour. Did the train driver make the train to move 60 kilometers per hour constantly? For the first hour 60 kilometers, second hour 60 kilometers, third hour 60 kilometers. Can it be possible, children? No. In 1 hour he may reach to the maximum speed of 80. In the second hour he may take with 30 kilometers per hour. There will be variations in speed. He cannot make you to travel with the same speed, children. There will be some variations, but he will take you in time. To represent that, we are using average speed. Average speed, children. Understand? If you want average speed, the formula is again total distance by total time taken. Here I am writing average speed equal to total distance by time taken. Total distance is 720 kilometers and time taken is 12 hours. So 12 6 are 72 and 0, 60 kilometers per hour. Okay, children. What is speed? Okay, sir, you are saying entire this concept. No, then we need to know that speed. What is speed? Speed is just a scalar quantity. I said that scalar quantity means it requires only magnitude but not direction. If I say at what speed you are going on a bike, you may say that 30 kilometers per hour, or 30 meters per second. Okay, children, I am moving with 30 meters per second. You will say like that. But you cannot able to say I am moving 30 meters per second in the south direction or north direction. You cannot able to say this. Okay, speed is just a scalar quantity. It requires only magnitude but not direction. Then we need one more term, that is velocity. Velocity is nothing but speed of an object, which specifies in a direction. It specifies in which direction the object is moving. Understand, children? Speed is just a magnitude. It's a scalar quantity. But if we want to know velocity is the speed of an object which specifies in the direction, in which direction it is moving. Okay, the car moving with 30 meters per second towards north. Means here we have described 30 meters per second, that is magnitude, and north direction. So it has both magnitude and direction. So velocity comes under vector quantity and speed comes under scalar quantity, children. Okay, right now, what is velocity, sir? Velocity means it says that in which direction the object moving. Yes. So right now the entire distance is 720 and 12 hours the time there. Right now, if you want to measure average velocity, then there is a formula again. Distance, total displacement by time taken. So average velocity formula is total displacement by time taken. What is the total displacement? Okay children, the train is moving with 360 kilometers per hour in southwest direction. So 360 is the displacement. Again time taken but 12 hours. But 12 hours. So can we say children? 12 ones are 12 threes are. So 30 kilometers per hour. Sir, what sir? You said that the total distance is 720 kilometers, no sir. Then how can you bring again 360 kilometers, sir? How can you bring this 360 kilometers? Because children, 720 kilometers is the actual distance from Hyderabad to Visakhapatnam. But what is this 360 kilometers is there? That is the shortest possible distance. Displacement is what? The shortest possible distance covered by you. So this is the actual path from Hyderabad to Vizag. But this is the displacement. So if you come under displacement, half of the distance will be reduced. No? So it became to 360 kilometers per hour. But the time is same children. Time taken by the train to reach that area is same 12. So 12 ones are 12 threes are 36. So 30 kilometers per hour, it is moving towards southwest direction. Southwest direction. So children, listen and observe carefully children. Distance means the actual path. So this is the actual length 720. And what is displacement? The shortest possible distance, that is 360. So if you want to know the speed, you have to know the formula, that is total distance by total time taken. Coming to the average velocity, total displacement by time taken. So these two important topics children, these two are speed. Speed is just a scalar quantity. It describes how much speed, what speed the object is moving. Velocity says that velocity is the speed of an object and it specifies in what direction is moving, whether south or north or east or west. Okay, you will say that I am going very speed. In which direction you are going very speed? You have to say velocity. Okay, I am moving with 30 meters per second in northwest direction. So this is the velocity. If you say speed, that you have to say only 30 meters per second. Just enough. Understand children? So in our next class, we will see that further concepts like uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Thank you children.